Sheldon Primus.
Welcome to the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus, where we blend safety smarts with business brilliance and a pinch of Sheldon's signature wit. Whether you're a safety pro, a fresh-faced consultant, or just safety curious, get ready for a show that'll educate, entertain, and elevate your safety game. Let's dive into the art of consulting with your safety Sherpa himself, Sheldon Primus.
This episode is powered by Safety FM.
All right, welcome to the show, everybody. Wow, another week. So happy that you guys are with me. What's been going on, my friends? I'm glad that you were able to follow me over from Bcast to where I am now on podcast.co. But for you, all you have to really do is just go to your phone and make sure you subscribe to the show. So if I do need to do the flim-flam again and move from one service to the next, it doesn't matter, because you'll already be on there and you'll be someone who is subscribed. So whatever service you're on right now, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be able to get me whenever I come on. I've been actually switching from Monday to Thursday. Seems a little bit more natural to me. I haven't really announced it yet, but I'm sure you guys have noticed that the last few episodes have been coming out on Thursdays. Before, when I was doing Mondays, I was like, all right, I'll get you guys ready for the beginning of the week and get you set. And it was really hard for me to commit to that time. As you know, I'm a trainer and I'm also an active consultant. So I just figured, no pressure. I'm self-funding and everything else for the podcast, so no pressure. So now I just want to kind of get some consistency for you guys. So that's what we're gonna do. Even if I have to do it like today, which is 8/15, which is August 15, 2024, which happens to be a Thursday. So that means, you know what that means, right? Today is a Thursday. I just told you guys I'm announcing that I am going to be doing stuff on Thursday. So, cat out of the bag. I'm doing the episode right now. Stop laughing at me. I'm just trying to get by. All right, we're good. Oh, I want to thank everybody for listening out. I don't have my data like I normally do, so I wish if I did, but it looks like Chartble's down right now, just doing one of those checks, and that's what I use to see where I am and where everyone is. Since I switched over to podcast.co, I'm waiting to get all the analytics to show up there, and it takes a little while, so for a little while we're going to be without that data, but I can tell you at least where I've got 5 places right now that are showing up. The data's starting to come in, and that's the US, Canada, South Africa, Turkey, and Sweden. You guys are already locked in. The data for everyone else is going to start coming up later, but you guys are locked in with that. I think it's actually a ranking too. Do I have to start giving out medals like the Olympics? The U.S. gets the most medals, followed by Canada, followed by South Africa, Turkey, and Sweden. There you go. I don't know what comes after bronze, but you guys will get your alloy of your choice. All right. So let's get us going. And what I'm going to do is, this week I actually just want to give you guys a heads up. It's not too late, but go to OSHA.gov/Safe and Sound Week, all together, no spaces, no underscores, any of that. So OSHA.gov/Safe and Sound Week, and it's all connected, so make sure you do that. And when you're there, hold on, you are not doing this when you're driving, all right? That is not acceptable. So you are actually going to wait until you get home, so you listen to this episode all the way through, get home, and then you'll get into OSHA.gov/Safe and Sound Week, all one word, or I should say no spaces. Safe and Sound Week is actually August 12th through the 18th this year, 2024, but getting to the website is going to give you resources that you could use year round. And what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down towards the middle of the page, and you'll see a place that'll say want to participate. It says easy 1, 2, 3, and you'll see number 2, because it's literally 1, 2, 3. Number 2 is find materials and activity. So I'm selecting that with the world's loudest mouse. You guys heard that? And you have 2 resources. One is to develop your plan, a safety and health program step by step. And OSHA actually has another one for resources to develop your program. So that's some of the things that you're going to see there. But I even forgot to tell you the initiative, Safe and Sound. What is that for? So basically, OSHA several years ago, not several, just if I'm recalling right, maybe about 4 years ago, they might have some sort of archive where I could see how far the events were. So hold on, I'll do that right now. Ooh, 2017. Man, it is really 2017. Man, time flies. I mean, all of a sudden you're just like, just 2 years ago. And here it is, 2017 was the first time it got started. There is fact sheets and infographics and all that stuff if you click around that website. So what they're really trying to do is they're trying to get your employers, if you're one of the people who's acting as a safety consultant for your business, or for you and myself, who's an actual consultant, I try to go and promote this to my clients and let them know, hey, OSHA has some resources here. I talked to them about one of the things Safe and Sound Week wants to provide resources for, and that's job hazard analysis. Now, that is identified as one of the key objectives of Safe and Sound Week, to get people to do JSAs or JHAs. Same thing, job safety analysis, JSA, job hazard analysis, JHA. Same thing. Basically what you do is you get a task, and then for the task, you want the operator or whoever's doing the task, the maintenance person, to break it down into steps. They may have that document already called a standard operating procedure, so you could grab that, everybody go over it, make sure it's still current. Then, for every step, you select hazards for that step. And then for every identified hazard, then you create your control system for it. So now when the person's about to do the job, they have this pre-done analysis for hazards, and they could do the job safer. So that is the idea. The Safe and Sound Week is to hammer in the point of doing some sort of hazard analysis before you do your job. And the other part of the Safe and Sound Week is to promote a good safety management system, SMS. So OSHA is going to do their best to help you get resources to go ahead and move from maybe just going for OSHA compliance or regulatory compliance for your country, to get beyond that and go into safety culture. And then later on you could drop safety and it's just organizational culture, or just culture, what you guys do. So that's what the other purpose of Safe and Sound Week is, to really get that conversation started, to say, all right, gang, we could do better. We're going to get you guys to go from just okay on compliance to get you guys a little bit beyond compliance, so that you can now start thinking about voluntary protection program, or safety and health achievement recognition program, or ISO 45001, the international standard for safety management system. So yeah, that's the idea behind this. It's a Kickstarter. OSHA spends a lot of money. It's in their budget that they spend some money to this every year since 2017, and they've been doing pretty good. It's a actual good campaign. I like it. That's why I've been putting this in the week of Safe and Sound. I put it in my podcast. It used to be on Monday, now it's on Thursday, but things like that happen. But anyway, gang, so glad that you guys are with me. Go get them.
That's a wrap for today's safety show. Remember, safety isn't just about hard hats and caution signs. It's about business smarts too. Thanks for joining us on the Safety Consultant Show with Sheldon Primus. Until next time, stay safe, stay savvy, and keep consulting like a boss. Go get 'em. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast or broadcast are those of the host and its guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within the past hour, only examples. It should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the positions of the company. No part of this podcast or broadcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic recording, or otherwise without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast or broadcast, Sheldon Primus.
This episode has been powered by Safety FM.